Good evening, Richmond County, and welcome to your Friday edition of Live at 5. I'm Russell Parker. After 30 years of paperwork, Carole Frye hopes to turn her attention to pottery. Frye was honored with a retirement party on Wednesday afternoon at Rockingham City Hall after 3 decades within municipal government. She started off in receipts and billing for the water department before making the move to the inspections office, where she worked as permit technician. For more than 20 years, Frye has handled all paperwork for permitting and code enforcement and served as the clerk for the planning board and board of adjustments. Frye said working with serving with the public was the best part of her job. Mayor Steve Morris presented Frye with a plaque for her years of service, as well as a gift bag in front of a small crowd of city employees. Morris said the city likes to promote from within, and that's what happened with Frye's replacement. Filling her shoes will be Christy Davis, who, like Frye, worked with the water department. PD Electric is sponsoring 2 students, including one from Richmond Senior High School, on the 2020 North Carolina Youth Tour to Washington, D.C. this June. Approximately 45 young leaders from North Carolina will join 1,800 students from across the country for a week of learning about the nation's history and the importance of civic engagement. Benjamin D. Aguilar, who is a rising junior Raider, will represent PD Electric on this year's tour. Benjamin is not only a Raider soccer player, but is also currently finishing his Eagle Scout badge. He has volunteered with Richmond County Hospice and also at his church while holding the title of a 4-H Teen Council president. He and other participants will explore some of the capital's most notable areas, including sightseeing at historic memorials and museums and cruising on the Potomac River. Benjamin and the other North Carolina delegates will also engage in discussions with members of North Carolina's congressional delegation on Capitol Hill. With early voting going on right now and Super Tuesday approaching, the State Board of Elections is reminding voters that North Carolina law prohibits taking photographs of or videotaping voted ballots. Voters are allowed to have phones or electronic devices with them while voting, as long as those devices are not used to photograph or videotape a ballot or communicate with anyone via voice, text, email, or any other method. According to the press release, photographing a marked ballot is illegal in part because such photographs could be used as proof of a vote for a candidate and a vote buying scheme. Electronic communication while voting is prohibited because of limits on voter assistance and to prevent disruptions in the voting enclosure. Voters may bring voting guides, notes, and other materials into the voting booth. They may also use electronic devices to access a slate card or candidate information, provided they don't use the devices to communicate with anyone. Raider baseball is in full swing, fresh off its only scrimmages heading into the 2020 regular season. The common theme this month in Richmond athletics is a period of transition as the baseball team follows suit of the Lady Raider soccer and softball programs. Richmond is under the direction of first-year head coach Rob Ransom. The Raiders will also be without 12 seniors from last year, as Ransom will overhaul the diamond with a mixture of 6 returning seniors, 6 juniors, and 5 sophomores. Despite the seemingly endless wet weather the last 2 weeks, the squad has continued to practice indoors and outdoors to prepare for the season opener on Monday. In this edition of Raider Video Chat, seniors Dallas Kowick and Luke Pressler, along with sophomores J.D. Lampley and Cameron Way, join Ransom and discuss the preseason developments and what Raider fans can expect from the team this season.
So Dallas, like I just said, you're back for your second year here at the varsity level. So can you just kind of give us an update on how you're doing, how the team's looking this spring?
I think we're going to do pretty good. Looking pretty good in the infield, pitching, hitting's coming along.
Kind of to build off of that, you guys finished second in the conference last year behind Pinecrest. So how do you guys hope? A lot of faces gone, but a lot of new guys coming up. So how do you guys hope to remain toward the top of the standings?
As long as we keep our bets hot, keep our pitching good, I think we have a chance to win it.
Okay. The whole thing, win the conference?
Possibly.
All right. Well, we'll definitely be here to join the ride with you. Last question for you, Dallas. What do you think is the team's best weapon? Is it offense, defense, pitching? Is it just the entire team unit?
Possibly defense, with the pitching and our defense behind them.
All right. Anything else you'd like to say about the season?
I think I'm good.
You excited for Monday?
A little bit.
All right, well, we'll see you out there.
See you.
So, Luke, you're one of 6 seniors on this year's team, and you guys are looking to fill the gap of 12 seniors who graduated last year. So, just right now, how do you feel about stepping up into that role?
I mean, it's a tough role to step up into because, like, none of us really got a lot of playing time, but that's where we're just going to have to work as a team and get better as the season goes so we can just surprise people out there.
How do you think summer ball helped? Because that was the one time that you guys really, this group collectively played.
I mean, I think summer ball helped a lot because, like, we haven't played with each other. Like, last year's team, like, we grew up playing with one another.
Sure.
Well, this year, this gave us the chance to work together with one another, get to know each other better, and just come together as a team and be ready for the spring.
Sure. And talking about being ready for the spring, you're one of 2 left-handed pitchers on this year's staff. So how do you think that works to your advantage?
I see that as an advantage because, like, you don't see a bunch of left-handed pitchers and everything, and it's just better to be a left-handed pitcher with, like, the more pitches, like more run on the ball, and just things like that.
Okay. Now, how about what are some of the things that you've been working on this offseason or the team's been working on?
Things I've been working on is just being in the gym a lot to get stronger and running to get faster, just building up my legs so I can last longer in the games on the mound.
Sure.
And just going to Danny's cage and hitting some on my own time.
All right, last question for you, Luke. What's the transition been like switching from Coach Young and then to Coach Ransom, and what are some of the things that Coach Ransom brings to the program?
It's a tough change, but Ransom, he knows what he's talking about. Like, he's going to get us together for this season, and I feel like it'll be a great season, and he'll carry us a long way so we can hopefully try and go deep in the playoffs and win a championship, conference, anything.
So JD, this is going to be your first year on the varsity team, and there are 5 sophomores out here this spring. So just talk about that sophomore group and what you guys bring to the table.
I mean, I think we bring a lot of talent. We all played together last year, had a lot of chemistry, and we did pretty good last year.
How long have you guys been playing together as a unit?
We've been playing like travel together, and then middle school, some went to Rockingham and Hamlet. So.
Now, you played up with the varsity summer league team this year, so how do you think that helped prepare you and get ready for this level of play?
I just think it gave me more experience and see the different level of pitching and just faster pace, kind of.
Sure. Last question for you, JD. Just kind of explain the role on the team this year for you and what you hope the team achieves.
In my role, I'm just going to do my part, try to get hits and play first and pitch, and then the team, I want us to win conference and make a good run in the playoffs.
All right, you excited?
Yes, sir.
All right, we'll see you out there. So Cameron, you got some pitching action in Terry Sanford on Saturday. So just tell us how you thought your 2 innings on the mound went and how you prepared for the season.
I thought I did all right. There's still some stuff to clean up with not being able to get on the field as much as we'd like, but I'm excited for the season.
Now, how would you describe the current atmosphere surrounding the team ahead of Monday's opener against Anson?
Well, I think we're having a lot of fun. I think we're going to be young, so we're going to have to fight for games. We're not going to be power hitting. We're going to have to take bases when we can get them. So we're excited.
Now, last question for you, Cameron. Can you explain just how some of the older guys, the more veteran guys, have kind of helped you and the other sophomores out through your transition up here to the varsity level?
Yeah, the seniors and juniors, they've been awesome. It's not like, it's a family environment. I mean, we're just trying to mold together, you know. They've been great.
So, Coach, how's spring going?
Wet. It's been real wet so far. We're trying to get done what we can do today, but as you can see, look around us and see, it's awful. We're soaked out here. So.
Yeah, so talking about the conditions, what have you guys been able to kind of get done and be productive with this spring?
Well, we're trying to get a lot of swings in the cages right now. When we can, we're taking ground balls on the infield, but the outfield has been so wet, it's hard. It makes it difficult for us to get a full workout in. But the days that we've been able to take advantage of, we've certainly been doing that. So it's been challenging, to say the least.
Sure. Now, you've been around the sport a long time. You played baseball here as a student. So how does it feel to be back here at your alma mater coaching?
It's a little strange. But I'm enjoying it. You know, some memories come back. You know, when I think about running that hill a lot of times as a player.
Sure.
Coming out on the field and you know, under the lights, I'm sure that'll be a different feeling. I had the honor of watching my son play past 3-4 years, out here. So that was a thrill too. So we have a long tradition here in baseball, and we're proud of it.
And how would you describe your coaching style?
Just fundamentals. We're going to try to focus on the fundamentals and try to do everything well. You know, we want to make sure we limit our mistakes and come out and be aggressive, swing the bat, and do whatever it takes to put runs on the board.
Now, what are some of the things that fans can expect out of the team that, you know, aren't your typical good defense, good offense, good pitching? What are some of the deeper level things here that fans can expect this year?
I think you're going to see good pitching out of this group. I think we're going to be pleasantly surprised. Our arms have looked good in the fall and in the spring. I've been encouraged by the competitiveness of the group. You know, kids seem to battle up the other day at the scrimmage, so I'm encouraged by that. Other than that, I think we're just going to withhold the tradition that's been here before. You know, we're going to focus on the fundamentals. We're going to try to limit our mistakes, get good pitching and timely hitting, and win some baseball games, hopefully.
The second-round state playoff match between the Richmond Raiders and Independence Patriots nearly had a different outcome on Thursday. It was the second year in a row the two teams met in the second round of the NCHSAA 4A West playoffs, but number 4 Independence held off a late surge by number 13 Richmond to earn a 62-54 victory in overtime. A season ago, the Raiders struggled and fell to the Patriots 58-39, also on the road. This time around, Richmond and head coach Donald Pettigrew eliminated a double-digit halftime lead 33-21 to knot the game at 51 points at the end of regulation. Leading the charge for the Raiders was junior forward Nigel Stroman, who dropped a career-high 29 points in the loss. He was nearly even with both halves, scoring 15 in the first two periods and added 14 in the second. Despite coming up short of the ultimate goal of making a deep run in the playoffs and trying to win a 4A state title, Pettigrew offered his praise to his entire team as well as to loyal Richmond fans. To celebrate a successful season, the Raider youth football program will hold a celebration on Saturday. Announced by program president Errol Hood, the end of season party will be held on Saturday in Richmond's cafeteria. It will be held from 6 to 8 p.m. and it's open to all players on all 4 teams, coaches, and their families. The event will also serve as a kickoff party for the 2020 season. Hood will be stepping down as the head of the program. Those in attendance will have access to free pizza and refreshments, including snacks and dessert. Hood is asking that parents RSVP to the event to reserve their player spot as soon as possible so he knows how much pizza to order. When we return, we've got your Live at 5 weather report. How's the weekend looking? We'll let you know right after the break, so stay tuned.
Do you want a healthcare career? Certified medical assistants are multi-skilled healthcare professionals capable of completing administrative and clerical tasks, making them a valuable member of the healthcare team at medical clinics, doctors' offices, and other healthcare facilities. According to the U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics, the employment of medical assistants is projected to grow 23% over the next 8 years, much faster than the national average. At Richmond Community College, our medical assisting students are trained in our cutting-edge Simulation Learning Center, giving them hands-on experience with high-fidelity mannequins that simulate real-life patient interaction. In addition to clinical skills, our students also receive instruction in scheduling appointments, coding, processing insurance accounts, billing, collections, and medical transcription. Complete the medical assisting program in just 2 years and start your lifelong career today. Visit www.richmondcc.edu to learn more about enrolling in the medical assisting program at Richmond Community College or call 910-410-1700.
At Richmond County Hospice, we strive to provide high-quality care to our patients and their families. Whether it's the incredible hospitality at the Haven House or from the comfort of your own home, you can count on Hospice to be there for you. We also offer monthly grief support groups, and our chaplain will be there to hold your hand in prayer. Through our amazing staff and our volunteers, Hospice has made difficult times easier for our community. Call the number on your screen if you feel that you or your loved one may benefit from our services. Richmond County Hospice. Peace, comfort, dignity.
McNair Auto Sales is the place to buy your pre-owned car, truck, or van. To be the best, it takes big selection, friendly staff, and great pricing. We guarantee a no-hassle buying experience, and financing is available right on site. So come see us today. We're located at 1026 East Broad Avenue in Rockingham. And remember, with over 40 years of experience, you know McNair is the name you can trust.
JC's in Rockingham has you covered for used appliances, parts, trailers, and storage. We have one of the largest selections of reconditioned washers, dryers, and refrigerators in the Sand Hills, and we offer free delivery to residents inside Richmond County. Come check out our variety of trailers for any hauling job and our storage buildings for the things you need out of the weather or house. We also carry parts and accessories for appliances, trailers, truck beds, and can order the things you need. That's JC's on South Hancock Street in Rockingham.
Hometown heroes? Well, maybe. When it comes to backyard comfort and no pesky mosquitoes, call Brown Termite and Pest Control at 910-895-6410 or 910-276-8870. Their team of superheroes can take back control of your paradise. That's 910-895-6410 today.
Your Live at 5 weather report is brought to you by RO Yellow, Richmond County's new online business directory. Happy Friday, everyone. Hope you're having a great day today. It is looking fabulous outside. I mean, yes, it is a little bit cold, but it is sunny pretty much all day today. It's been really, really nice. And I don't think you could ask for a better way to end your work week. But let's talk about tonight because it's going to get a little bit cooler than what we're seeing right now. 46 degrees at 7 o'clock. At 10 o'clock, it'll be 42, and the clouds will be moving out around that time as well, so we'll be seeing mostly clear skies tonight. Now, looking at tomorrow, though, those cold temperatures are going to keep going. Saturday morning, it's going to be really, really cool. 26 degrees to 28, kind of the average you're seeing for the low tomorrow morning, and then it's going to get up to about 49-ish to 50 for most of Sand Hills. Fayetteville's going to be a high of 50, low 28. Lumberton's about the same, but it'll be a low of 29. Rayford will be seeing a high of 49, a low of 26. Up in Moore County, it'll be a high of 48 and a low of 24. Over in Ellerby, it'll be a high of 48 and a low of 26. Down here in Rockingham at Hamlet, it'll be a high of 49 and a low of 27. Bennettsville will be seeing a high of 50 and a low of 28. And across the PD and Wadesboro, it'll be a high of 49 and a low of 28. And partly cloudy skies all day long tomorrow. So not too bad at all for your weekend starting off right there. And then on the 7-day forecast, you can see this, the weekend's going to continue to look nice. In fact, a little bit warmer on Sunday. That's going to be a high of 56, a low of 38 with sunny skies. On Monday, it'll be partly cloudy with a high of 63 and a low of 52. And then the rain is going to return for a little while there. On Tuesday, it's going to be a high of 68, low of 61. And then on Wednesday, it'll be a high of 74 and a low of 53. On Thursday, it'll be a high of 62, low of 44. And then hopefully that rain will be gone at that point because Friday is looking pretty good again. High of 60, low of 39. And yes, you read that correctly. On Wednesday, it'll be a high of 74. Temperature for that day is continuing to move up. And of course, as March is now rolling around and we hit that 70, I think we can go ahead and continue to say we've had 70-degree weather for every month of the year for the past 12 months. So could be seeing a trend there every month perhaps. But yeah, this North Carolina weather has been all over the place. You might be able to hear it in my voice that it's not quite as great as it could be. And it's got a lot to do with this shifting and the sudden change. I mean, just last week, on this day, we were talking about snow coming in to Richmond County. And here we are now, once again, discussing 70-degree weather later on next week. So, and tonight it's going to be about 27 degrees for the low. So, weather all over the place as usual here in North Carolina. That's going to do it for your Live at 5 weather report and for tonight's edition of Live at 5. Of course, for the latest news, sports, and events happening here in Richmond County, you can always visit richmondobserver.com or you can download the free or app for your mobile devices. And don't forget tonight, if you haven't heard already, come on by the Richmond Observer below our offices at Ink Space on 115 South Lawrence Street in Rockingham. We're going to be having a live audience taping of our new show. It'll be a new monthly show called County Conversations. That'll be at 7 o'clock for starting of the filming. Come on down and check out what we got going on. We have Dr. Dal McKinnis from Richmond Community College. He's going to be talking about a lot of different things. This is really an opportunity to see local leaders and of the community from both private sector and from public government on how they represent Richmond County as a whole. But come on out 7 o'clock tonight, check it out. For the Live 5 crew, I'm Russell Parker. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on Monday. Good night, Richmond County.